Now, whether they realise it or not, French school kids are learning a serious lesson in the power of political correctness. All across the country, parents and teachers are all enraged by new textbooks which carry revised historical accounts to avoid insulting minority pupils. And as RT's Daniel Bushell reports, many French fear their identity will soon disappear along with their history.
20 pages on the history of black slavery, and just 6 on the time of Napoleon, shown here sitting on a toilet. France's new history school books are enraging parents and teachers who call it political correctness gone mad. This author's bestseller on the banned figures of France warns of violence ahead.
If we don't teach our minorities the history of their adopted country, they don't feel French. We are already seeing riots in our streets.
The Crusades are called insulting to Muslims, the Sun King Louis XIV too imperial, and Napoleon's mocked as the Colonel Gaddafi of his day. Focus is now on the previously little-known King Kanku Musa of 13th century West Africa. The purge even extends to writers studied round the world, including Les Miserables author Victor Hugo. France is already breaking up, thinks Professor Casali, because its young people have no sense of identity. Parents are concerned.
We have to study even the worst pages of our history, because you cannot understand what happens for politics now in France if you don't understand the history. So if they want to understand and to vote properly.
Legal action seen as the only way to stop the removal of national history.
Schools now give 10% of their schedule to the medieval African Mali Empire. I've studied it. And what exactly is its contribution to world development?
Thousands have signed a petition after French Revolution lessons were replaced by the African Kingdom of Monomotapa, which many say they've never heard of. The Ministry of Education refused to be interviewed, but gave us this statement.
We are changing the school curriculum to reflect globalization. Monopatama is being taught because it's important to have a view on other world cultures such as Egypt, China and India.
A new European Parliament report backed compulsory school lessons on the benefits of the EU from, quote, a very young age. Critics warn kids are learning less and less about their own country. States which stop teaching their past, they say, consign themselves to history. Daniel Bushell, RT, Paris.